Is it the non-farm payrolls number that has hurt equities for 2 days in a row now?
Yeah, I think that's safe to say. That coupled with probably slightly increased positioning from long-onlys and hedge funds. Any sort of inclination that you get the Fed is going to be less accommodative with the better payroll data, I think near term with the higher positioning levels probably gives the market a little bit of jitters. But the volumes have been super, super light, so we don't really give a ton of credence to that. I do think that Powell testifying to Congress on Wednesday and Thursday, and anything they say about monetary policy is going to be obviously watched pretty closely.
What would you expect the Fed chair to say about monetary policy this week?
I can't imagine he's going to say a ton different than he's already alluded to. My guess is they'll say they're stand ready to act if they need be, that they're looking at the kind of trend with the payroll data and obviously the manufacturing data worldwide. My guess is with the move in Fed funds, July is probably still active, but you know, it's anybody's guess what he says on Wednesday and Thursday, but I can promise you it will be very closely followed.
Mike, what's your take on the VIX at the moment? It was up a full point earlier. It pared back a little bit, but a sign of things to come over the summer?
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. Vol stays very low. So, you know, the VIX and volatility in general, realized volatility is something that is low, and I think that rate vol is going to be a big component of that. So, once again, not to keep saying the same thing, but whatever kind of messages or rhetoric that you get out of the Fed, if you see a bump in rate vol, it would go over to equity vol, would be my guess. But for right now, it stays low. Any pop continues to be sold into. We continue to see that as a strategy that people are happy to continue to implement until proven wrong. And given that, I think that, you know, the path of least resistance, as long as vol stays somewhat subdued, is probably a grind higher in equities. But again, the caution I would say is that positioning has crept up. So any kind of less than dovish signals that you get from the Fed is you'll see a little bit more market jitters for sure.